How's everybody? It's Marvis J. Williams and I am back with another video. As always, first and foremost, all praises be to the Most High who makes all things possible. You already know I'm coming with the heat. I got a hot topic for you all today. And today I'm going to be sharing with you all important tips for you all to have a successful dreadlock journey, loc journey, dread journey, whatever it is that you call your locks. That's what I'm going to be giving you tips on today. So I know that we as people a part of the loc community, we spend a lot of time or sometimes honing in on other people's journey and hoping and wishing that our journey was as theirs. But today I'm going to be sharing with you all important tips that can really enable you to be appreciative of your locks, to love your locks, to help them grow and mature and be healthy to where nobody else's locks will be able to compare to yours in your mind. You'll be thinking, man, I got the hottest locks on the planet. Okay, so I'm just gonna share with you all a few tips that I use myself, and they have helped me along this journey. I'm 11 years in the game now and some months, and it's not always been easy, but I'm definitely at a place where I can appreciate my locks. I love my locks, and though I don't feel like I have the best locks in the world, I feel like I got the best locks in the world. Okay, so the first tip is going to be to keep your locks clean. The way that you're going to be able to keep your locks clean is by shampooing them and conditioning them. I would suggest that you at least wash your hair at least once a month, give or take. You know, if you have a loc style, I understand you're not washing it every month, but I would strongly suggest that you wash your hair at least once a month. That's gonna rid you of the buildup. Sometimes, you know, we get little flakes on our scalp. I'll touch on that in a moment, but definitely you want to keep your locks as clean as possible. And the way that you're going to be able to obtain or keep clean locks is by washing them and conditioning them on a regular basis. My next tip is going to be for you to moisturize your scalp. So as I stated, sometimes we get flaky scalps for whatever reason, but the way that you can combat a flaky scalp is by keeping it moisturized. And I would suggest, I prefer for myself vitamin E oil. I just find it that my scalp just takes very well to it. It has my locks looking glossy, it keeps my scalp from flaking, and that's something that, you know, I pretty much swear by. I feel as if it contributes to the growth and the overall health of my locks, which is why I go hard for the vitamin E oil. Another tip, I would suggest that you not retwist your locks too often. In my opinion, once a month is more than enough. And if you're one of those type of people who don't care for like a crispy look all the time, it's more than okay for you to go 2 to 3 months, you know, without retwisting your hair, as long as you're keeping your scalp and your hair clean by making sure that you're continuously shampooing and washing your hair. Shampooing and conditioning your hair. And another reason why I would only suggest that you retwist once a month, because if you over twist your locks, you can cause thinning at the root, and that is something that you do not want. You do not want your locks to begin to thin, because once thinning takes place, the next thing is going to be breakage. And we didn't come this far in our journey to end up with our locks falling on the floor, okay? And then with retwisting, and if you choose to get a style, make sure that if you're styling your hair, you're not styling it too tight. And if you're going to a stylist or a loctician, make sure that they're not styling your locks too tight, creating so much tension on your scalp, which can also cause breakage at the root and down the shaft of your lock. It could cause them to begin to break off. And as I stated, we didn't come here for breakage. Another thing you need to be careful with is dye and bleaching your hair. That's such a touchy subject because I've gone through that phase, and I know many people like the look. But if you're not well versed in that area, if you're not knowledgeable about bleach and dye, it's really not a safe thing to do. It could cause your lock, it just eats away at your locks. That chemical really eats away at your locks, and it causes breakage if they are not maintained well. So I'm not saying that you can't. What I'm saying is that if you do, make sure that you're in a place to maintain it yourself, or that you're in a place to where you can continue to go to the loctician on a regular basis, so that he or she can make sure that they're keeping that color or that bleach, you know, up to standards, up to par, so that you don't begin to lose locks or, you know, damage any of your hair, because we want all of our hair to grow long, thick, and healthy. Okay, so you want to be mindful of over twisting and styling too tight. That is not a good thing. But with retwisting and with styling your hair, you want to make sure that you keep your hair covered. I would suggest that you use a satin scarf. It's silk, it does not have like any cotton that can get into your locks, and it will prevent cottons that could be on your pillowcases or your comforters. It can prevent all of that stuff from getting embedded into your locks. So I would suggest that you use a satin scarf nightly. So every night, make sure that you don't lay down with your locks just loose. It's just not healthy. Outside of getting build up or, you know, cotton and lint and stuff in your locks, that friction, I don't know if you toss and turn and do all of this in your sleep. Maybe you don't either, but maybe you could, you know, be tearing away at your roots. And you already know we're not here for breakage, or we're not here for any hair loss or any lock loss. So make sure that you are covering your locks every night. Even a satin scarf, or you can get a satin lock sock, which it covers this part of your hair along with, you can tuck all of your locks inside, so you know everything is covered. All right, and that's just something that I would really suggest that everyone does. Cover your hair up every night before you close your eyes. Promise you would appreciate this information in the long run. And then in the event that you do get lint or cotton in your locks, you can brush your locks. This is something that I have adopted, and something about those bristles that just really, it just brushes it out. And so I would suggest that everybody at some point brush their locks. If you're not doing the ACV rinse to detox, and it's just something that's on the surface level, and you're not really looking to get like a deep cleaning, I would suggest that you brush your locks, and that will pull out all that surface lint and cotton or any debris that you could have in your locks. You can definitely just brush it out. And my final tip for you all today, which I deem to be maybe the most important tip, and that is going to be patience. You have to be patient on this journey. Nothing is going to happen overnight. You just have to make sure that you're doing all healthy things to your locks, so that when you do get down into years in the game, you will be able to be proud of them, and you would love them, you would like them, like all of this stuff. But before you can, in order to get there, you will have to exercise patience. Patience with the retwist, patience with the styling. You have to exercise patience. All right, so these are my important tips that you can take with you in order for you all to have a successful lock journey. All right, so I do hope that this video has been informative to you. I hope that it has been beneficial for you as much as it has myself. And if this is your first time tuning into my channel, go ahead right now, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the bell notification button, so that each time I upload content, you will be notified. And leave me a comment letting me know how much you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share it with all of your friends and all of your family members. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so until next time, because there will always Via next time. May peace and blessings be unto you all. Thank you.